Hey everyone, what's going on? Welcome back to the Foundry. I am JB here with Sly and Ken, and today we're reviewing the second episode of She-Hulk over on Disney+. Boys, how we doing today?
Doing great. I'm ready.
Good.
Episode 2, baby.
Yeah, episode 2. This one was actually pretty neat. Had a little special guest, a little blast from the past, which I thought was pretty cool. Yes. I've not seen Shang-Chi yet, so it's been like over a decade since I've seen him in the MCU, so I was pretty excited to see the return of a special character, boys. How'd you guys think about that?
The King.
Yes, there's a lot of... I like how this is tying in with their other stuff, but not like overly forced.
Yeah,
like,
either.
It makes sense, to be honest. Like what they're doing, like it makes sense. So I'm liking the overall plot so far, like
it feels
where
natural
she's going.
how they incorporate stuff.
Yeah, exactly. It's not like they're just pulling shit out of thin air. So like I'm enjoying that part for sure.
Yes, I actually wasn't worried going into it. I'm like, oh man, like when is the show gonna finally drop off like the other ones? But like, oh, episode 2, very good. Not a lot going on. I felt kind of short, but like at the same time, it felt like not a lot going on. But you know, things developed, and we kind of saw a little bit maybe of an antagonist or something, one that we've seen before. What you guys think about that? Like that ridiculous reference to Edward Norton about how he's literally a different person now.
That
was
kinda
cheeky.
goofy.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty
I mean,
cheeky too.
It makes sense because I mean the show is already meta with her making comments to us, so it kind of makes sense. It fits.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I feel like it's a good theme. Yeah, I thought it was funny too. I was like, get it, because he wasn't originally casted. Mark Ruffalo doesn't even have his own solo Hulk movie. What kind of bullshit is that?
That's insane, actually.
Yeah.
Funny to think about.
Black Widow is dead, and they're like, she needs her solo movie. It's like, no, she's dead though. They're like, no, she needs her solo movie. It's like,
Hawkeye's
she's
retired.
dead
Like,
though.
Solo show. We gotta give him his
He
own
doesn't even have a
spin-off
fucking
series.
show,
No,
man.
That's not him. That's her show.
Yeah.
All of these shows have been
Girls
named
with
something.
women.
No. That's funny.
Moonitis.
They're named after like
Moonitis.
the character you think they're about, but then they're actually about the new one, like stepping into those shoes. Like every
Yeah,
time,
it's
pretty
like,
much.
yeah, I feel like they're trying to, like, it's a new age of superheroes,
Which
and
is fine.
it
It's
is.
just, like
I wish if it was done right.
Is to draw us in, like Hawkeye show. Oh, cool, we get to know about Hawkeye, which you do, but it's really about, you know, the new
Hawkeye
Hawkeye.
2.0.
Yeah.
So you're like, I don't know. It's the same one with this. Like, I mean, this one's called She-Hulk, but like, it just, yeah. A lot of the other ones are.
Didn't they kind of do the Falcon and Winter Soldier as well? They had like a new Falcon, I guess. What was
Yeah,
that
but, like,
other guy? I forget
he
his
has
name.
he has a wang, so they kept it with the dude on that one. So
That is true. Yeah. I was going more with maybe pushing out old characters, you know, but instead of the women
Oh.
thing.
oh,
Anyways,
yeah.
No, you had to think about it. It's like, yeah, true.
Valid.
Yeah, but yeah, a lot went down this episode. She got fired, you know, for being a superhero, which I could see why that'd be an issue, but I don't know.
yeah, that whole bar scene was a little bit weird. I mean,
Her being drunk is fake drunk is like not it for me. Not a fan.
I
Not
didn't buy it.
believable.
It was also weird that, I mean, whether she's in that form or not, seems like she should still metabolize the same way. But
Yeah,
whatever. I was like,
think,
okay,
yeah,
sure.
It's just some excuse that they're coming up with for the sake of like the Hulk. But then again, in the comics, I'm curious: does the Hulk ever is he ever shown just going on an eating rampage?
Besides the tiny tacos that he gives away to people, I don't know.
Oh yeah. So like, other than that, you know, I don't know. But like, I really appreciated the scene, like with like all the collage of her getting all the rejections for the interviews.
Yeah.
Because like I have been there, and I was like, holy shit, that is so on the money about. Yeah, at the moment, we want to move in a different direction, you know. And
Yeah, it's
just
always
hearing
like,
all those answers she was getting, I was like, dude,
Like of them
this
just like
sucks.
pussyfooting around like what they really wanted to say to you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's just, yeah, it sucked for her.
Because like you could totally spin it and be like, you'd be a positive thing for the law firm. You know, our law firm would be associated with you. You'd be bigger than the law firm. But they don't want that.
Yeah, they're like, hey man, we found your YouTube channel. You cannot work for us, so unfortunately, I'm sorry about
Pretty
that.
much,
Yeah,
dude.
we found out. We know about your ketchup condoms. Those like you cannot have a job here. Like, I'm sorry, you'll be escorted out of the building. Here's security now. Yeah,
you may leave.
out the window, second story.
Out the window.
Fucking just throw you out. No, she got a
Yeah.
job and stuff, which I thought was cool, but that whole it seemed like really kind of fast, and it's just like I don't know, it's just like getting to this step, into this step, and this step. I'm like, all right, like no problems there. And they just like rolled really fast, and then she's like, "You're gonna meet up with the abomination, Tim Roth, motherfucker." It's like, whoa, all right.
Yeah, that did happen. And it's weird that she got fired and then hired both in that same bar. Like, why? They couldn't have, like, both of those things, like being fired, that could have happened in the office where it probably should have.
Yeah, exactly.
And then
Instead
also
of at
then
the bar.
getting hired also could have been in a meeting or something. It just seemed a little strange.
Yeah, I feel like
to do it that way.
legally, like she shouldn't have been fired. I guess I don't know. I don't know.
I
There's
mean,
got to be
they usually
something
have the
about
right
it.
to fire you for whatever reason.
Yeah.
That's more of a let go situation than a fire.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It gets really like.
I guess she was
murky
more
with, like,
fired
law
over
firms.
the case getting fucked up rather than her being a She-Hulk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
so
the
right.
problem. Yeah, it's like a kind of a conflict of interest. I don't know.
I forgot
yeah,
that
it
they
was
said that
stupid.
the case got thrown out because of that. And I was like, oh yeah.
Yeah.
I thought they were just doing it because like she's too much publicity now.
Yeah.
But yeah,
And the same guy that gets the case thrown out is the guy that's like, yeah, sorry about that. Anyway, why don't you come work for me?
yeah, which I thought was kind of interesting. I'm like, ah, slimy lawyers. And I'm like, this is the perfect timing because like Better Call Saul is like really hot right now, and he reminds me of Howard from Better Call Saul, but Howard's way cooler in Better Call Saul. But have you guys seen that show?
No, I haven't, but I've heard so much hype about it.
It's pretty good. I end up skipping a lot of scenes in the beginning seasons because I'm just like, meh, don't care. But it is a pretty good show. I recommend it. But it just definitely felt like, man, they're really toning it in for like for Better Call Saul. I felt like this I almost felt like a ripoff, like her new boss and this one character who's part of the big law firm in the show. I was like, damn, dude, like it's like one for one scale.
Yeah.
But yeah, she was kind of twisted and kind of forced into what not mutants, but I don't even know what it's like, heroes, I guess.
Powered people.
Yeah, superpowered people. Which after seeing what happened to Miss Marvel, which definitely people need like attorneys and shit like that, so they're just like going down like the street, just blasting people with like these guns and shit, and just
Or getting Matt Murdock.
yeah, exactly, yeah. That's where I thought this was heading when they're like, oh, she needs a lawyering job. I'm like, you know who's a lawyer? Matt freaking Murdock, man. Is she in New York
He doesn't
even?
pay though.
Too bad he's in a different city.
What city is
how
she
they're
in?
gonna how he's gonna end up being here because they're in LA.
Wait.
Oh, they are.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, you're right. Because Hulk's like, hey
I
man.
forgot about that.
Yeah, I forgot that. I was like, I don't even know what city she's in.
Good,
Yeah.
good on you, Ken. Actually watching the show. Holy
Yeah.
shit.
One of these days, I might have to crank out an episode. I might have to bust in that Disney Plus if I remember the password.
That's funny.
I totally forgot. Yes, I also forgot that. Yeah, Matt Murdock is in New York. I don't know. Maybe he'll go on vacation or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
I
Maybe
don't.
he hears about something and he's like, I should invest.
Well, he's not gonna see it, so obviously he's gonna hear about it, man.
I was gonna make the same joke. Yeah, good job.
Mind guy. Oh
He's over
Jesus.
here like, I'll sit by the window, and they're like, what?
It's like, why? Why does he get the window? That makes no sense. Someone starts fucking wreaking havoc. Why? Why? No, he can feel the radar.
We forgot about that whole. I mean, it's not particularly important, but that whole scene with the family dinner or whatever.
No, we elected to ignore it.
Yeah, I thought it was weird, but it was like cool. It was just like,
unusual.
I'm like,
But
I
that
don't.
seemed okay.
I don't care
Like,
about their family, their perfect little family, because I never had that and I never will have it. So I'm not gonna talk
Trust
about
me,
it.
if you have a Ched in your family's far from perfect.
It was interesting how the dad's like, yeah, we have already had a Hulk in this family. It's not that big of a deal. And he's like, that's actually a really good point.
This is
I
true.
know, I like that. He kind of like made it better, but like it started off so weird because minutes before that, he's like, so tell me, does Hawkeye pick up his arrows?
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
seems like a major liability. And then later he's like, how are you, hon? It's like,
I
wait,
know
wait,
it's like
wait, wait.
really like twisted and turned it around
I
real
didn't
fast
like
though.
that. If
Yeah, it
they
was weird.
stuck with just the secondary, I would have been like, this is nice. This is good, you know, he cares. But it just threw me off because I was like, how did you make him switch like sides so quickly?
Yeah, it went
Yeah,
from
the
like
whole
kind of
family
pestering,
dynamic there was
annoying
a
thing.
little bit weird.
Yeah, it was fun though, and she was like very felt overbearing for her and stuff. But I thought it was fine, you know. But like, he gave a little pep talk. He's like, "Listen, I like how the compilation after credits, like she was like moving stuff around for him and
Yeah.
stuff. That's what I thought it was going, where it was going. Like after when he asked her to go to the garage, that's exactly where I thought it was going. Like that's fucking funny.
Yeah, I thought. Yeah, help me lift this, please. Yeah.
How much do you think she weighs?
dude.
She's 6'7", so she probably weighs 350, 400.
Oh, probably
Damn,
more because Hulk is probably beefy. Like
Hulk has got to weigh at
Dense.
least a K, 1,000 pounds.
Do you guys have an issue? We didn't talk about this the first episode, which I don't know why, which we completely missed it. Do you guys have an issue that she doesn't rip off her shirt like the Hulk does when he gets mad?
no, I mean,
No.
it fits with her having control over it a little bit more. It's at least consistent in that regard. If you're saying that she has better control over,
Do you think she get
transforming,
bigger?
Does she get?
My
You think
excuse
she
for
could
her
get
being
bigger?
The size she is that she gained her powers differently than Bruce. Bruce was experimented on by his father, and he was hit with all the gamma radiation. She's kind of like trickled down from what Bruce gave her because of that. Like,
I feel like she got a
accidental
micro
stroke.
dose.
Yeah, exactly. I feel like that's also why her powers manifested differently than Bruce.
Well,
Not
she
that whole
also
excuse-
can control her anger, like
I was gonna
definitely
go
more
there,
than.
Like, don't get me wrong. Yes, she can control it, but I think like the general her not being like a wild animal, I think that came.
Yeah,
from
she's not feral,
Her
like
getting it
Bruce.
differently.
Which also goes down to like there's not a lot we can argue here because we don't have a basis, and it reminds me of like us trying to argue the fucking time bullshit with Loki as well.
Oh God.
I was trying to figure out what was going on with that stuff.
Oh yeah, that was a long. Yeah.
Of us being like,
a long
well, how can this
conversation.
work if this works? And we're like, we don't know. And then we had to
doesn't
set
matter.
ourselves up. We like, here's a new rule. We can't talk about it anymore. That's a rule.
We
So-
don't talk about time. What?
We don't talk about time and Hulks in the Foundry Review series anymore. That's the new rule. No, I like the episode though. Yeah, I like the episode. I was kind of bummed that like she was forced to, I don't know, like I guess go through the new like law office. Like, oh, you must be the She-Hulk. Like you're kind of our circus animal now. And I'm like, damn, dude, like that really sucks for her. Like I thought this was gonna be good. Like that kind of sucks for her. I feel bad.
Yeah, it's a little bit different than I think it's almost the opposite of what's in the comics. Because I was watching someone else's thoughts on some of these, and they had mentioned that in the comics they say that they want her to be in her just normal form. They don't want her to just like be this like icon or something as She-Hulk, but to actually use her law, degree or whatever. So this one definitely takes a opposite approach to some degree.
Yeah.
And so
I feel
yeah,
bad for her.
Yeah. How would you guys think about the CGI?
it's still a little
I don't have any complaints really. It's meh, but
it's passable.
Yeah.
I think it still could have been a bit better. It definitely sometimes hits that weird like, oh, that's like it doesn't seem to fit. But it's usually a quicker scene and you're like, yeah, whatever, I guess. It's not so much of an issue that like I'm like, oh no. I totally brought out of the show.
It's weird how she's got the curly hair, but then like she's got like the straightened out hair, like just kind of like with her hair's like really straight. Not
when
like it's
she
just not
turns
as
into
curly. Yeah.
She-Hulk?
Yeah. It's like the different hair kind of throws me.
I agree. It is weird that it's so different. You wouldn't expect the hair to change that much just for her to get bigger.
Yeah, she looks very different. Like I can't even like see it in her face, kind of thing. You know?
how was the Hulk's hair originally when he, like, original before Professor Hulk thing?
Bald? I don't know.
I remember it being a lot more like straighter than like Banner, because he has curly hair, kind of like Jen's. And I remember when he'd kind of go like wild, it wasn't as curly, or at least not as noticeable.
Nah, it just looked like just down, I guess, just kind of messy down. But I don't know. I mean, like her hair looks good, like when she's She-Hulk. Like it kind of throws me. I'm like, oh, like her face doesn't. It just looks like a completely different person turned into She-Hulk. That's what it looks like to me. I don't even think it looks like the actress too much.
I kind of agree.
Oh,
to
yeah,
some,
no, it totally
to some
doesn't.
regard. Yeah.
I was wondering if they actually cast 2 different women for it. It would have been a smart deal, but I think they just stuck with the CGI route.
I almost kind of want them to like have a joke run where they did all the scenes, but with like a woman just entirely green, like a really tall woman, like painted green, like Lou Ferrigno. Like that, I just want to see
standing in.
how that. Yeah, like that'd be really fucking funny because like her clothes,
6'7" Slavic chick
like
that
her,
doesn't even speak English.
she looks like shit, man. Like compared to everybody, like standing next to a real person, like her CGI clothes, CGI everything looks like shit. Like in comparison, it's like that's a CGI thing right next to a standing person. I'm like, why? I'm like, obviously because there's no real woman who's like 6'8", like fucking green, but still not my problem.
Could be.
Not my
Yeah,
problem.
That's so weird because I feel like Hulk still
Why
does
not,
a decent
you stupid
job
bastard?
Yeah, I mean,
when
like,
he's
I-
standing next to
Impossible.
someone.
I think about Thor Ragnarok. I'm like, man, Thor Ragnarok looks amazing. Maybe it's because like they're trying to humanize her so much by like with other clothes and everything, and maybe that's why it stands out so much to me. But like,
It
yeah,
might be just also because like they made her skin too perfect looking. Like it's so smooth. Like
not
the Hulk
textured.
has a bunch of texture on it. He's got his facial hair. He's
veins,
got arm
man.
hair. He's got like wrinkles on his skin. Like hers is just really smooth. So it almost looks like it's too perfect.
skin.
So it looks weird when you look at it.
yeah, you're right.
And maybe that's part of it. I wouldn't be too
Ken's
surprised.
pointing out some solid stuff, dude.
Yeah, I see veins and muscles and everything, and she just looks like just a green.
It's just like yeah, super perfect smooth skin. Yeah,
I wish
don't
my
know.
skin was that nice.
Right?
Yeah, she needs some veins.
Get me
I
on
don't
that
know.
routine.
Yeah, what is this? What is this from? This picture I'm posting. Which Avengers movie is that from? Is that from the Hulk movie? Actually, maybe from the Hulk movie. Actually, but
That one on the bottom is from Ragnarok.
yeah, it looks pretty good. That was like what 2016 that movie came out.
Yeah, 2016, 2017.
That's a
Pretty
fucking
damn
long
good.
time ago. Yeah, it looks pretty good
I
for his
know.
age. And then there's
Ages
that.
ago.
It's wild that they don't put more money into these shows. I guess. Oh, what did they say? I think someone said the Game of Thrones show had the same budget as this show.
Yeah.
And I'm like, wow,
funny.
that's crazy. I haven't seen the Game of
The
Thrones show, but
difference.
I already bet it looks miles better than this, like production wise. I didn't have any problem with the acting with everybody.
In the show.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah, no, I think it's.
I like it.
It doesn't distract me. I think it's all pretty good.
Yeah, they don't have like a annoying sidekick character either. That's like she's like front and center, and everything else is like side bit. No even supporting characters, just her, and I'm really happy about that too. That no other.
Well, there is the paralegal, but she's not.
She had like
she's
one
small
scene
doses,
today.
so I can tolerate it.
Yeah, she had like one
What a-
scene in this.
What about that guy that walked into the office and here's a gift basket and here's a map of all the best places to poop? I thought that was pretty funny. I actually
That
liked
dude,
that.
he plays every role he's in for like superhero shows. He's always in a law office. He was in Arrow as the DA.
Oh Jesus!
I shit you not, dude. I know that actor so well.
You're keeping track of this guy? I don't know, this is a little
Absolutely.
weird.
He was the villain in Arrow for one season. He was actually a really, really good villain. Watch season 5. It's kind of corny, but he's the highlight of it.
Yeah, his Adrian Chase. Yeah,
Adrian Chase.
He's Josh Segura.
Yes. Yep. And then in Peacemaker, he was also in that show, I'm pretty sure, in a law office.
Huh. That's funny.
Peacemaker, banger of a show as well. And then here, and you know, they kind of one-offed him with that weird joke about here's the best bathroom to shit in.
I think he
which-
might come
good
back.
question.
I think he might come
Oh,
back.
he totally will.
What's his name? Pug.
Why? Pug.
I
Yeah, his
think
name
so,
was
yeah.
Pug. Yeah, I was like,
Lovely.
why? Like,
Lovely stuff.
watch him be like a
I-
superhero.
What did you even get to? Shut up! Stop. We cannot keep doing this.
He turns into a pug.
We didn't even talk about like Tim Roth, dude. I'll talk about Tim Roth. What do you guys
You
think
mean
about him?
Emil
Yeah,
Emil
Blonsky.
Blonsky?
Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't. I thought
He's
that
back.
whole scene was actually pretty good.
Yeah, I loved it. He's great.
Oh, he's great.
Probably the best scene in the show so far. I thought it was pretty interesting. He does a really
What a
good
hype.
job, like feeling somewhat like there's still evil in him, kind of like he could be menacing, but also like trying to convince you that he's like, I've turned a new leaf. kind
I
of
know
thing.
his little spiel when he started to tear up a little bit was like, man, he's like, I thought I was the good guy. You're like, man, this. I'm like, I feel so bad for him. I kind of wish like they stuck with that route by the end of the episode. There's something else going on, you know. But I kind of wish it was like I don't know, like seeing it from his perspective. That's where I hope it would have continued to go that way. But obviously he was just manipulating. But still, like that would have been really cool to see that and like them to explore that he was taken advantage of and like that's why he. After years and years of resentment of being like, I'm locked up in here because I was told to go kill the Hulk and I was experimented on and I'm locked up while fucking Bruce Banner is out being like celebrated like a hero, signing autographs
Made
and
me
shit.
want to go rewatch the movie because I was like, shit, dude. I kind of forgot that he was definitely a weapon pointed at them, but I'm pretty sure he made some shitty choices too. Though.
Yeah, he was probably a bad guy. Yeah, probably. He probably
He did a good job.
shooting the Hulk. He probably like fucking stole some ice cream from a kid and shit like that too. To be like, oh man, how evil he is. But like, oh man, I don't like this guy. He smells funky, dude. Yeah, by the end of the episode, she was like, "I'll take his case," and then you find out that he broke out of prison, and
Which
then
ties into another MCU movie that you still need to watch, John.
Indeed.
spoil it. What movie? Say it. Say it.
Shang-Chi,
Say it.
baby.
Shang-Chi.
Shang-Chi.
Yeah, he was
It's
in
such
a
a short
Fight Club.
part of that movie. It's not really spoilers, but it is.
No, I
it
was
is
just
cool,
kidding.
another tie-in.
Not at all.
It's pretty cool though.
Yeah, movie's been out for like a year. No, but that was like really
that
cool.
tells us something. It sets a timeline,
Yes, it does.
which means this is behind. This is very, very behind.
Yeah, we're
Because Shang-Chi was literally over a year ago, bro.
yeah.
No, but I mean, this could have happened right after Shang-Chi. We don't know how.
I mean,
how
technically
this
it
is.
does, but like I'm saying, like in terms of like what's current in the MCU, I think the latest thing is either Thor or Miss Marvel.
Yeah.
Dude, yeah, I don't know when they all line up at this point.
Right. The
Yeah.
timelines are getting a little foggy with some
I
things
bet-
as of late.
I bet that I'm just gonna assume something. I could be completely wrong because you guys probably know more than me. But like the No Way Home, I bet that's gonna be the furthest one because I bet it's going to tie into a lot of other stuff that's gonna happen to these characters in a bigger film. Like it's or even maybe Loki with Kang. I didn't think about that at the
Oh.
end of Loki, season 1.
Yeah, Loki's a mess. Cause that one, with the whole time travel thing.
Oh fuck! I forgot. We can't talk about shit.
Yeah. See, exactly, dude. We broke rule number one.
Broke the rule. Shit.
Yeah, but
No Way Home ended at Christmas, and so did Hawkeye. So
Oh,
those
yeah.
two line up perfectly.
yeah, but
But
I
the
just-
rest of them are kind of a toss up.
yeah. Plus, like because what Doctor Strange had big consequences, so did No Way Home. Like the end of those films had big consequences for the rest of the universe. So I'm like, I don't really feel like anything big has happened in this show or the last show, or the last movie too. Noticeable. That's why I think like maybe this stuff is behind those movies. Well, definitely because of the Shang-Chi stuff confirmed.
Yeah.
But,
makes sense.
I hope we get to see more Abomination. I really like Tim Roth as an actor. I love his stuff. He's been in a lot of Quentin Tarantino films and stuff, and Four Rooms. He's great. I love him.
Yeah. No, I'm looking forward to it. I mean, we're definitely gonna get more.
Yeah.
I know they showed scenes of him transforming into Abomination, so we're definitely gonna get a follow-up conversation at the very least. So
Yeah.
that should be interesting.
What'd you think about when you went into the room and she was like, I was expecting to see Abomination? Yeah, when she was like, and he's like, I can control it now. And it's been so long since I've seen Hulk, and like, could he control back then, or did he just like abruptly change?
I feel like he probably got control over it similar to Hulk did.
Yeah, where like just
He,
whenever
like-
he's angry.
Yeah, he became kind of more aware of that transition and ability kind of a thing.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm curious if he also has like a second personality similar to the Hulk, where he had to
Right.
combine the personalities.
Oh, towards like
some
list
degree?
as a different person. Like, how much of a role did he have in Shang-Chi?
Not very. No.
Minuscule.
It was like a
literally
cameo.
Yeah, it was a cameo, and it just hinted at the idea that I guess he's rehabbing.
Yeah. So it was
That
not
was
much
really
at all.
what it was, yeah.
Well, I'm kind of excited to see more. I just saw there was a trailer of him like it looks like he's back in the same cage, and so I guess we'll, I was just looking up pictures of Abomination on Google Images right now. Yeah,
I guess we should.
Damn, he's packing.
he's a big boy. Well,
Coat and gills.
I'm pretty excited about it. Like, I don't know where the show's gonna go, but like I said, I wanted it to kind of go that way where they like explore his point of view of like how he kind of got fucked over by the government, both governments.
Yeah.
And then I kind of wanted to see what's going on with that, but I don't know where it's gonna lead to. Like I said, I like lawyer stuff. I like lawyer shows. One reason I like Daredevil a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a very short episode, to be honest. It felt
It
short.
was.
Yeah, I was looking at it. I was like, man, I'm halfway through. And I got 15 minutes, and like 5 minutes later, it ended. And I'm like, Jesus Christ! Like, how much fucking like art do we need to go through at the credits? Like,
I know.
it's like,
That's
hey,
what
we had to
really
cut
pet peeve about
scenes,
the show.
guys, so
They
we
all
could
have
show
10
arts.
minute outros.
Yeah, and of her carrying water bottles, like sick, dude. Like this
Lifting
really
a
added.
car, yeah.
Yeah, that was good
That's
stuff.
funny.
Yeah, but let's give out some ratings, boys. What do you think?
I think we're gonna go with the 7. I think
Yeah.
that's what I did the last one. I think
Yeah,
this one is
yeah.
about on par with the last one.
It's consistent thus far. It's pretty neutral. I'm sticking with the 7. It hasn't done anything too bold to step out of lane, but it also hasn't done anything that's like gonna shoot itself in the foot. So
I'd say it like kind of kept up with it. It wasn't like, oh man, wow, this is crazy, but like, hey, they're on the right track. I feel like, so I'm gonna go 7 as well.
yeah, I like it.
Sweet.
Yeah. So yeah, 7 all around.
Sounds
Yeah,
good.
damn
Yeah.
right. 777.
All right, cool. Well, guys, if you enjoyed the video, please make sure to leave a like and or drop a comment. Let us know your thoughts on this episode of She-Hulk, or if you guys have anything to combat what we had to say. I know there's a lot of controversy and drama behind this series, and we want to hear your opinions and thoughts on it, you guys. But make sure to leave it down below in the comments. We'll see you guys later on episode 3 of some more She-Hulk. But until then, bye, you guys.
Peace.
Bye.